Hey Einstein, I was wondering if you could tell me something about cells. I know it is the smallest form of life, but how do they work? Well, my friend from the exotic subcontinent of India, there are two types of cells, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. We humans, along with our animal and plant friends, have multicellular, eukaryotic cells. Wow, that is very interesting. Didn't they have little organs or something like that? You are correct, my friend. These little organs are called organelles, and they have different functions within the cell. But what exactly controls their functions? I am glad that you asked, my Indian friend. It is called the nucleus, and it is what manages all the other organelles. It is said to be called the brain of the cell, but not literally. It also stores important DNA information and protects it, so that it won't get distorted. Some other organelles are the cell membrane, which holds everything together, the cytoskeleton, which helps organelles move around the cell, the endoplasmic reticulum, rough and smooth, which make proteins and lipids, the Golgi body stores, packages and modifies information, the mitochondria is what gives the cell energy, the lysosomes dispose of unwanted material, and finally ribosomes make proteins for the cell and give off information. Wow, Einstein, that was very helpful. But can you please explain all this in a more simple manner? Well, Gandhi, think of the cell as a farm. The nucleus is like the hacienda, it manages the farm. The ribosomes are like the special managers for the farm, they give specific instructions and information to the workers. The cell membrane is most like the fence, it protects the farm and keeps its boundaries. The lysosomes are the trash cans and dumpsters of the farm, they dispose of all unwanted materials. The smooth and rough ER can be more accurately described as the trails in the farm, they allow the transportation of people, goods, and animals. The Golgi body can relate to the storage room, it stores, packages, and modifies the goods in the farm. Finally, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, it fuels the machines to work on the farm, and the kitchen for people to eat. I believe those are the only ones. There is another concept called cell transport. It is when the cell uses different methods to get the food into it and the waste out. Oh yes, I think I know that. The two main types are active transport and passive transport. Correct. Passive transport is when materials such as small proteins and other molecules pass through specialized channels of the membrane according to the density of that molecule in or out of the cell. Yes. And active transport is when the cell uses energy that is called ATP to get materials in or out of the cell, and since they are too big to fit through the membrane, there needs special help from protein pumps and the ATP. In the farm, the active transport could be compared to trucks bringing in food and taking out crops or animals with help of gasoline, and the passive transport could be a river that flows into the farm and gets water to the fields, or the rain, which don't need a source of energy.